Salam salam, hi and welcome to Ethiopian Food. In today's video we'll be making Doro Wot, and so if you would like to see how I made my Doro Wot, please stay tuned. Alright, let's get right into it. So you want to start off by chopping your onion into small pieces and place it into your pot. I used 5 pounds of red onion, and you could dice some using your hands or using a machine. However, if you are using a machine, make sure you don't blend it too much, which can end up being a little watery. So we will let our onion cook until we get all of the water out and until we get a light brown color. And we want to make sure that we are constantly stirring our onion so we can prevent it from burning. And this step will take you between 2 to 3 hours, and make sure you are not tampering with your temperature, to always leave it at medium heat and just keep stirring it. As you can see, we got a light brown color and most of the water from the onion is gone. And I forgot to mention in the beginning to not add any water to your onion. The onion already has its own water, and so just let it cook with that. We will go ahead and add our oil. I used a little bit less than 1/4 of a cup, and that's because I will add butter later on, and so I didn't want to put too much oil. And so let that cook for a little bit, and then we will add our berbere. So right now we will go ahead and add our berbere. I added about 6 tablespoons of berbere, and I will stir it for a little bit and see if it's the color that I want. And if it's not the color that I want, then I will go ahead and add more berbere. And in this case, it wasn't the color that I wanted it, and so I went ahead and added 4 more tablespoons of berbere, and all together, so I used about 10 tablespoons. And I know that sounds crazy and a lot, but the longer you cook your onion and your berbere together, the less spicy it will be. So you want to keep stirring your berbere and your onion for about the next 2 hours, and after 2 hours you want to taste it and see if it is still spicy, and if it is still spicy then you want to cook it longer. And you will also see the color change from a lighter red to a darker red, and that is the color you want. So keep doing this process until you get, this color, and until it is no longer spicy. Alright, so after 2 hours of stirring your onion and your berbere together, you want to go ahead and add your tomato paste. I used the full can because I did use 5 pounds of onion, and so I will use the full can. You could use the full can, or you could use half. It all depends on how sweet you want your Doro Wot to be. Alright, so along with your tomato paste, you want to go ahead and add 1 blended tomato. This is optional, and so the reason why I used it is because I did use 10 tablespoons of berbere, and I want the tomato to reduce the spiciness of the berbere. Alright, so after 20 minutes of stirring the berbere and the tomato together, I went ahead and I added 2 tablespoons of garlic and ginger. I did blend it off camera, and so if you would like me to show you how I blended it, please leave a comment and I will be more than happy to do that. And so you want to keep stirring it, and you want to add 1 tablespoon of kororima. I am sorry I didn't add it, I didn't film that part, but just go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of kororima right after you add your garlic. Alrighty, as you can see, it's getting thicker. I haven't added any water yet, and so now it's time for us to add our chicken. I did clean my chicken off camera, and so if you would like me to show you how I cleaned that, I will be more than happy to do a video. And so you want to go ahead and cut your chicken into 2 places so the flavor could get inside, and you want to let that cook. Alright, so after you add your chicken, you want to mix it evenly before adding any water to it. Alright, so after mixing it evenly, you want to go ahead and add water little by little. You don't want your wet to be watery, and so that's why I'm very careful of how much water I use. After, if you put too much water, it's almost impossible to fix it, and so you rather want it to be thicker than thin. And so just add water little by little. Alright, so after you've added enough water, you want to let the chicken cook, and every 5 minutes stir it so it doesn't burn. Alright, and so we are ready to add our spices now. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of kororima. I did add 1 tablespoon earlier, and so altogether I used 2 tablespoons of kororima. We're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of makalesha and 2 tablespoons of Ethiopian butter. And so we're gonna go ahead and add our salt also, and I used 1 tablespoon for that. Alright, so after allowing your chicken to cook for about 45 minutes to an hour, you want to go ahead and add your egg, and I do slice it into 3 pieces like our mothers do so the flavor could get inside. Alright, so adding the egg is the final step, and so you want to turn your heat from medium to low and let that simmer for about 10 to 20 minutes, and you're all done. I hope this video was very helpful for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make my Doro Wot, and please do let me know if you guys end up trying this, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, may God be with you all, and see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye!
And